SMK Putrajaya PRESINT 51 dengan tajuknya Cost of Living versus Lifestyle. Dipersilakan Saudari Nur Alia AKMILAH.
Can you hear a ding? It's a beautiful ring. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. I bid to the honorable judges, the respected audience. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine you and I went to a warung or a simple stall. We decided to buy nasi lemak there. And guess what? The price of the nasi lemak is 7 ringgit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you, isn't that something we all can relate to nowadays? The answer to it is yes. The price for the simplest items or food will cost us a fortune. And we are now only talking about our daily routine nasi lemak here. Now, picture those who has to buy that nasi lemak every single day for 5 days straight. The price being paid is 30 ringgit. What about transportation using MRTs from station to station? Now that roughly will cost us around 100 ringgit a week. Dare to calculate our weekend expenses? Staying in is a luxury. Being glam, however, means that you have to earn more. Thus, my speech today will revolve around how our recent economic slump affects our lifestyle, hence changing the perspective of Malaysians on social norms. Minimum wage earners then use their meager salary to pay rent, transportations, and even groceries. Incurring taxes of 15% will be taken from their monthly financial budget. Lifestyle is now revolving around luxury of working overtime, working extra hours, or even taking up a second job. Having a latte or weekend outings with your friends at the coolest restaurant, sadly, might not make it into our monthly expenses. Coming up, let's zoom in and analyze into the root of such woe. The answer to that is Malaysia are moving rapidly into modernization. Modernization means to me is that we, Malaysians, are using MRTs, LRTs, and e-hailing at its peak, thus a higher monthly cost of living. Now, the cold hard truth is that our basic salary is insufficient to even support the basic bare minimum of living. Because why? 1,500 ringgit to 3,000 ringgit is only able to support the basic bare minimum of living. To support single people, but impossible to feed a family of 4. Now that brings me into the outskirts residents of Kuala Lumpur. Those who live in Bukit Beruntung, traveling to their offices in Damansara, tolls awaits them. They will have to face many challenges into trying to maintain a fair cost of living. While having 2 jobs, 3,000 salary, living in Kuala Lumpur can only wish to live extravagantly, but spending is still a worry. Finding a balance between fulfilling their basic needs requires sacrifices of wants, ladies and gentlemen. The dilemma of these minimum wage earners are keep on going into this vicious cycle of determining their needs and their wants. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, their lifestyle is affected. Modern lifestyle requires much more money, in which the minimum wage earners are no longer able to actually keep up. Technically, our basic needs cost us around 76 ringgit and 60 cents. Ka-ching! Every time we took a step out of the house, ladies and gentlemen. Every time, necessities has taken over our lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, living the bare minimum lifestyle is definitely not the answer, but living a bare minimum lifestyle is the key to survive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us travel up to north, shall we? In Penang, for a flat in the city with only 1 bedroom will cost us around 1,445 ringgit 28 cents per month. Basically, that is 3.5 of our basic minimum wage. In Kedah, that is actually considered to be the cheapest because their monthly cost of living revolves around 2,630 ringgit per month. According to a data released by Economic Planning Unit EPU, clearly stated that Kedah has a different lifestyle compared to Kuala Lumpur, which records to be the highest monthly cost of living, which revolves around 4,500 ringgit to 7,500 ringgit per month. From here, ladies and gentlemen, living a bare minimum lifestyle is definitely the key to survive, because living extravagantly is definitely not a way and is not a good idea. Now, moving on into the east side of Malaysia. Why is it that Sabah and Sarawak has almost the same monthly cost of living compared to us who lives on the west side of Malaysia. One of the factor would be is that the postage or delivery cost. It would take around 4 to 6 ringgit charged higher to deliver to Sabah and Sarawak. Their weightage are much more higher compared to us who lives on the west side of Malaysia. Sabahan and Sarawakian lives a very different lifestyle compared to us who lives in the west side of Malaysia. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, we are considering them to have a lower living lifestyle. Minimum wage earners, ladies and gentlemen, they are all living in dilemma. They don't need a handout, but at the same time, they cannot be living or surviving enough on their basic needs to actually say that, oh, I am living a good life. In reality, ladies and gentlemen, it is not that comfortable and it's a constant struggle. Basically, necessities has taken over their basic lifestyle. Trying to fulfilling their basic needs is just too hard for them to keep on going. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, their basic needs is just attacking them itself and they cannot survive on their basic needs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to actually overcome this, the government could actually come up with initiatives to improve on their living lifestyle. For example, by analyzing the subsidy system and the implications of narrowing some of the benefits. This end result will actually turn lower the market price for our basic needs, such as rice, eggs, and even fuels. This in turn would actually help a lot of people to actually afford our basic needs. Other than that, the increase of allowance. For example, the Rahmah cash distribution that has been distributed to 2,500 ringgit for those who are in need. This has improved on many lifestyle for those who are in need. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to how we manage our finance and our gaps between our needs and our wants. What I wish to see in my life is that we all here, standing here, are able to afford our favorite 7 ringgit nasi lemak at our favorite nasi lemak stall. Our lattes will still stay the same price at any cafes we go to, and families won't have to worry about spending much money during their family time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully the initiative that the government have taken would actually thrive. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.